Hi, I'm Zach. If you're new around here, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back to another part of my ongoing series. Posting daily Warhammer content until I own an Acastus knife Porphyrion. Hey everybody, sorry for the minisode format again today. I promise we'll get back to regularly scheduled programming. I've just been a little busy the last couple of days, but I am getting back into the groove of things, so just bear with me a little bit longer. I promise we'll get back to regularly scheduled programming soon. But today I thought I'd pivot and do something a little bit different. You see, I didn't really want to talk about lore per se, or even the history of the hobby here, but pivot to the model making side and talk about something that I think a lot of new people who come to the hobby find incredibly intimidating. Of course, I'm referring to both kitbashing and homebrewing. I think that the biggest hurdle for a lot of new people to the hobby when it comes to both kitbashing and homebrewing is the fear of messing up. Or in the case of homebrewing, the fear of not being good enough. And if that describes you in any way, let me just be the first to say, don't let that be what holds you back. You see, for me, the biggest draw for things like homebrewing and kitbashing is that it puts a little bit of you in every model that you make. Of course, everybody has a place that they start with when they get into this hobby. Some people get in through the lore like I did, some people just think the models look really, really cool, and some people just have a bunch of friends that play and they want to get involved as well. But the one thing that unites every person in this hobby is that they will eventually spend time with some Citadel plastic. And eventually, you're going to buy a model kit, cut a model piece off the sprue, spend time putting it together, and then eventually priming it and painting it. Whether you're trying to copy the box art and building every model to spec from the rules, or you're picking your own colors and saying what the hey and putting whatever you want to put on your model, you're going to make that decision. And for me personally, the biggest joy that comes out of this is being able to express yourself even more than just following the rules or painting the colors that need to be there. Cause sure, I can build a Space Marine that has a standard combat knife and a bolt pistol, but what if I gave him a Necron knife and a Tau pistol? Now my model is going to look much different from most of the Space Marines that anyone else is going to come across at the table. And that's just with two minor changes. And the same thing is true with homebrew. Coming up with my own custom factions within the lore and making them fit alongside the existing lore is one of the most fun challenges I can give myself. Plus, it also gives me a unique thing to try to express on the tabletop and kind of encourages me to kitbash more. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I get more attached to those models because it's a little piece of me on the table. I guess what I'm trying to say in the end is don't let the fear of messing up stop you from trying. Because sure, you might make a mistake or two, but you also might end up with something truly wonderful.